Hey Geeks, this is Miller at Accessory, geeks.com. The new Storm 2 came out. We're going to be exploring that today and comparing it to the original Storm itself. These two geniuses of technology have broken through a long way, so we're going to go through that today and define each one into its category. Okay, so here we have the Blackberry Storm 2 and the original Storm next to each other. The big difference between each two is, the Blackberry Storm 2 is faster. What we're looking for, though, is how fast they can be. The Blackberry 2 definitely outweighs the new or the older Blackberry itself. Is it better looking, though? Yes, I think so. It is definitely more sleek in its design, a little more smooth than the other one. A little less weight, but you can definitely tell that there is some mass in there. The Storm 2 does have Wi-Fi, so it's easier to play around with wherever you're going. Maybe if you're on a plane trip, long train trip, anything will take you a long way. It has 54 megabytes free space compared to the 138 megabytes in free space. 138 belongs to the new Storm, by the way. Definite major advantage right there. The texting is a lot better. If we could show you on here, it's more sensitive in the better sense of it all. We have the graphics that are way better and way quicker, especially for camera use, for video use. You can take anything into correlation with another. So for the camera usage, the Storm 2 shows a faster envelope or shutter speed when taking pictures, and it's the Storm 1 who is slow to the punch. What we are going to do is just compare them next to each other. They look really good. Both of them are make a good one for the holidays maybe, but what you want to do is definitely go with the better go. Have the new Blackberry Storm. That will definitely cheer you guys up for the holidays. Alright geeks, so this is how it's going to be. The Blackberry Storm 2 is definitely your winner for this season. What you want to do is just ask your parents, ask your girlfriend, ask anybody. This is what you want for Christmas, this is what you want for your birthday. This is definitely the better use compared to the Storm, to this Blackberry Storm 1. So yeah, give it a try. Go to your local Verizon store, ask to use it out. They'll definitely help you out and give you all the info you need. Alright geeks, we'll keep you updated. Until next time, please keep watching AccessoryGeeks.com community channel, and we'll keep you updated as much as we can. Have a good day.